Well, you know, I just can't get enough tennis, so I have to bring you another tennis opportunity. We have Rebecca Brown, who's the Director of Programs and Outreach for the Michael Chang Foundation. And they have a great tennis tournament coming up where proceeds go to a variety of different charities. So we're going to have Rebecca tell us a little bit about the Chang Family Foundation and also the tennis tournament. So let's talk a little bit about the Chang Family Foundation and how that started.
That got started back in about 2001, and it was a way for Michael Chang, who was the French Open winner in 1989, and he still holds the world record for the youngest person to ever win a tennis Grand Slam.
Wow.
And that'll be a tough one to ever be broken. But he and his family decided to start a foundation. What could they do for outreach? And in various ways, to put their Christian faith into action, because they are all about how do we help people, how do we make a difference. So this foundation over the years has grown. It used to be really focused overseas in Asian countries, but over the years it's recently moved back to this Orange County area. And pretty much most of what we do is here, right here in the community in Orange County, advancing the game of tennis, helping the underprivileged, helping the homeless on the streets and getting them off the streets and into shelters and back on their feet.
Okay. And then the Chang Foundation has now, I know the tournament's been going on a while too, right?
That started in 2011, and every year it's gotten bigger and better over the years, and it's turned out to be one of California's largest adult USTA tennis tournaments.
Wow.
Since 2011.
Wow. Well, let's we're actually looking at the exhibition match that I know is going to be coming up here.
Yes.
So before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about you know, Michael and his family. I mean, they've been playing tennis forever. I mean, Joe and Betty are what, in their 70s now.
Yes.
And I know we talked last time when we were at the other tournament that we promoted, the Michael Chang Cup that we had out at Kodo. And so one thing that I think is really nice is this tournament doesn't just promote young people, it's also promoting older folks to play too. You said that 75-year-old played last year?
Yeah, and actually there's a lot of older people, and now in tennis, seniors 55 and over, and so that's people our age.
Right.
And a lot of people still like to get out there and play tennis, and tennis in its heyday was when we were young. So now that heyday group is a little bit over the 50 crowd.
Right.
And so we draw in a large number of people in that age group. And last year we had winners in that age group that were beating out the younger people in various divisions. So we welcome them with open arms for sure.
Well, right. So let's take a look. I've got some pictures that I know we're going to show. So you had all ages, and there is some statistics about you know, the age groups. Like you said, you had some winners that were like in their 50s. There was a lot of women and men that were in their 50s, actually over 50.
Yeah,
like 55, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and in my tennis experience playing in Pacific Sun leagues and USTA leagues, I go up against a couple of women in their late 60s and late 70s, and yes, they were amazing in their youth, but they are still top in the league in Orange County and beyond, probably at the late age of 60 and 70.
Right. Well, we had a tournament here not too long ago that was the super senior division. So it was 75, 85. I mean, it went all the way up to 95, and it was just amazing. So I'll never complain about playing singles again.
Right,
my current age,
and then how it hurts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, here's the statistics now. So tell me a little bit about these statistics.
So those are the statistics of one of our tournaments. So total players 560, and that's in 2.5 short days.
Wow.
So we book them back to back, starting on a Friday at noon and finishing up Sunday night.
Okay.
We had 123 players over the age of 55 participating. 73 were male, 50 female, and our oldest player was age 73.
Right. Now the difference, though, between the super senior tournament that I was talking about is you said there's no senior categories, right?
Right, and that's kind of been a new thing. I don't know if you had heard, but the Tournament Adoption Guild, which has been around for over 40 years, they actually added a senior division this year. It's 50 and over, and offered cash prizes for those who participated. It's something that we've contemplated, but because we try to squeeze this big tournament into 2.5 days, it's actually, do we have enough courts to make it happen? At this stage, we don't. But as we were meeting last night, we even talked about maybe we should be doing some kind of a fun senior tournament or adding something like that to our calendar.
Okay, tell me how the tournament works.
Well, you have to be a USTA member, which is pretty much the case with most tournaments if they're sanctioned. And people register through our website or through the USTA site. And we have varying divisions, from open players who might be world-class professional college players, etc., down to the beginning level of 3-5, where you have a little bit of tennis experience, but not a lot of history.
Okay.
And then we have singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Oh, you do. So all 3 categories, and you could be. It really is. It's really more about your rating with USTA versus your age, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. And then I know you said that you play in various places. So where will you have the tournament?
The main hub is Newport Beach Tennis Club, because they have 19 tennis courts in one facility.
Okay.
And then because the first day we have so many people, we're starting off with a crowd of 550 players, and it is single elimination. So by day 2, we've dwindled that number down, and we can be at one site. But the first day we add Palisades onto our sites. Sometimes we use Los Caballeros, Newport Mesa, the country club. We use some of their courts. So some of those are close by facilities, like within 15 miles, to get the first rounds going.
Okay, and then prior to the actual tournament, there's going to be an exhibition with Michael Chang, and is this his protege?
His protege, Kei Nishikori, who's been #1 in Japan for 8 years. And the best way to describe Kei and get an idea of who he is they say he's like the Elvis of Japan. He cannot walk around anywhere in that country without being mobbed by all sorts of people. So when he comes out here and we advertise that he's in the area, we grab a huge following from him. So we sell tickets to the public for the exhibition match, which is on the evening of the 21st, of Saturday.
Right.
And we've probably already sold like 220 tickets, and we still have probably about 7-8 weeks until the event.
Okay.
That is also a day that we really spoil our sponsors for the Michael Chang Tennis Classic. So we serve them a courtside dinner, we have table service, and take care of them during the exhibition match, and then we have public seating as well.
And then that's at which place?
That will be at the Newport Beach Tennis Club. They have a beautiful sunken center court, so we can have, I think, up to like 800 people in there.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Oh, perfect. That sounds very exciting.
It is. It's always wonderful. It's always packed. It's always very successful. And the guys are entertaining. You know, it's almost, someone described it the other day as like the Harlem Globetrotters of tennis.
Oh, fun.
Because they get out there and they play some great points, but then they will shoot balls so high in the sky you can't see them, or mess with each other at the net, or pull a kid out to serve a ball. And I mean, it's just so entertaining. It's fun. That
sounds great. And then you've also got the tennis tournament, which will be July 27th through the 29th, right?
Correct.
Okay, and signups are where?
Signups are on changtennis.com or on the USTA site. And if anybody has any grandchildren or what have you that are in high school, we have a high school division too.
Oh, great.
And that runs at the same time at a different location.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. It was really nice
Thanks
to
for
have you
having
on.
me. Thank you.
And I definitely want to come out and see those guys play.
You will love it.
Maybe participate too.
That would be fun. Thank you.
All right. Thanks again. And if you want more information about the Chang Tennis Tournament, you can go to changtennis.com, right?
That's correct.
Okay, good. Thank you. We'll be right back.